So the final scene of Vikings was a very tranquil, memorable, and fitting end to such a great television series after 8 long years. It ends with Ubba and Floki sitting on the beach, staring out into a beautiful sunset after making contact with a Mi'kmaq tribe in North America. I particularly really enjoyed this scene, so I tried to get some memorabilia related to this scene from the final major Vikings prop auction hosted through the reputable auction house VIP Fan Auctions. I must say I did pretty well, as I was able to eventually acquire both blankets used by both Ubba and Floki, and the original concept art for the final scene. Needless to say, it looks incredible to see these 3 pieces together. Let's take a look. The first piece I'm going to show you is Floki's poncho blanket, which, in my opinion, is the best of these 3 pieces. It's a beautifully made piece made of nylon and faux fur. The only notable difference between these 2 blankets is the design on the edges and the back of the blankets. Here are the braids at the bottom of the piece. Here's the back. Has a really beautiful design. One downside to this piece though is that it's pretty bulky and does take up some storage space. I did also try wearing it. It does keep you very cozy, although I did get very itchy. Here's a funny side-by-side of me next to the man himself. I definitely could have used a beard. Here is Ubba's blanket, very similar to Floki's blanket but with a different decorative pattern. Here's the Mi'kmaq inspired design on the back of Ubba's blanket. I think it's very nice looking, as is Floki's. Floki's blanket sold for slightly more than Ubba's, although that's to be expected as Floki is a more popular character. And here is the hand-drawn concept art of the final scene used in the actual production of the show. This is drawn by one of the concept artists on the show, David Wilson. I think this piece is incredibly beautiful and tranquil. I especially like the beautiful colors, as most of the concept art pieces up for auction were not in color. In my opinion, this was one of the best concept art pieces up for auction. Here's a close-up shot of the artwork. And lastly, this is a comic book sketch that I had personally done for me by one of the Vikings comic book cover artists, Anthony Spey. Anthony happens to be one of the cover artists of the first 3 San Diego Comic-Con Vikings books. The artwork he did for me is done on one of the rare Vikings blank comic books. These blank covers are incredibly hard to come by nowadays, so I really had to be picky about which artist and which drawing I chose for my artwork. It's a front and back drawing depicting the scene from both front and back angles. I honestly think this artwork is amazing, and I really appreciate Anthony for being willing to do this for me. I especially love the job he did with the colors, and the drawings of both Ubba and Floki look spot on. The back drawing actually appears to be influenced by the concept art, as I did provide a photo of the concept art to Anthony as an influence for his drawing. If you take a close look, the colors and patterns in the sky appear to be pretty similar to the concept art. Seriously, both of these pieces are amazing. Anthony was also willing to send this to be graded by the CGC in a signature series slab. It got a 9.8, which is about as good as a grade you're going to get. To add to my collection of the scene, I would really like to visit this beach in real life one day. It looks like a very beautiful beach, and it would be a really cool experience as a Vikings fan and as a collector of this final scene. I think it would be cool to take a photo of myself at this beach, and maybe even take a little bit of sand as kind of another prop. If anyone actually happens to know where this beach is in real life, please let me know in the comments. So, just as this beautiful shot ended the Vikings series, it will also end this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, as these are definitely some of the coolest props in my Vikings collection. Thanks for watching, and until next time.